Namaste students. Today I start exercise 2.2 of chapter 2 polynomials standard 10, and this chapter it has 6 marks weightage, and in exercise 2.1 just I revise in very few minutes. I revise in exercise 2.1 we have studied about the graph and number of zeros. If the linear polynomial, then you get straight line. If the straight line may be parallel to x-axis or it may be intersect x-axis or y-axis, whatever, but straight line we obtain. For quadratic polynomial, we have seen that graph is of the shape parabola. If coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then upper side parabola. If a less than 0, then downward side parabola. Okay. And cubic polynomial, any type of curve you obtain, it depends upon the polynomial. It may intersect at 3 points of x-axis or 2 points of x-axis, or it may not be intersect at any point of x-axis, whatever. So, number of zeros we have studied in exercise 2.1, and today we shall see that how to find the zeros of the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and what is the relation of zeros with the coefficients of polynomial. Coefficients of polynomial means A, B, here A, B, C, here A, B, C, D. In cubic polynomial, they are known as coefficients. Now, general form of n degree polynomial is this. This is the general form of n degree polynomial, and I write the terms in decreasing order of degree of x. an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1. So degree become less, one number less, and at the last you get constant. Okay, and where a0, a1, a2, an minus 1, an belongs to R, they all are real numbers. And degree of each term means n minus 1, n minus 2, and so on, and at last 3, 2, 1, and here degree is 0. S raised to 0 means 0 degree. So all are must be whole numbers. Degree must not be a negative. Clear? It must be positive integers. Means whole numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. So negative degree is not allowed. So I take one example of exercise 2.2 so that you can understand theory very well. I take example 1 of number 1. So in that example they have given polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8. First example. Question is, find the zeros of this polynomial and verify the relation of zeros with coefficient of polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial because it has degree 2. Coefficient a is here, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2, and c is equal to minus 8. So we compare general form of quadratic polynomial with the given polynomial, and in comparison I get the coefficient a is equal to, here no number is there, that means it is 1, minus 2, b is minus 2, don't write here x, c is equal to minus 8. Now we have said that find the zeros. In exercise 2.1 they give parabola shape and you have to see that it intersects at x-axis at how many points and find the number of zeros. But here you have not to draw the graph, and you have to factorize the polynomial, and then you have to find the zeros. If you draw the graph, then if you draw table x and px, and if you draw the graph, then you get this type of points, and if you join these points, then you get the shape parabola. But we don't do that, and we factorize the polynomial. Okay. So this is the polynomial. Make 4 terms of 3 terms. You have studied in 8th standard and 9th standard. Here 3 terms are there. First term is perfect square, but last term is not a perfect square. So make 4 terms. So minus constant term, here is 1. 1 into minus 8 is minus 8. So plus minus minus. Obtain 2 numbers such that its product is minus 8 and its addition is minus 2. So I take plus minus sign, plus minus minus. 4 2 ja 8, product 4 2 ja 8, but I want minus 8, so I put bigger number according to this sign, minus sign. So I put here 4 and here is 2. So minus 4 into 2, minus 8, minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. So both conditions satisfied. So 8 1 ja 8 is also there, 8 into minus 1 is minus 8, but we don't get minus by addition or subtraction. So be careful, 4 2 ja 8, minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2, middle term. So I replace minus 2x by taking these 2 terms, x square plus 2x minus 4x minus 8. So instead of writing minus 2x, I write this way. Here I attach x, so 2x minus 4x. If you simplify these two, then you get minus 2x. You verify that it is this or not. Then you confirm the sign, because it is very important to put the sign. Okay, if someone write 4 here and 2 here, then it will be wrong or not. Because plus 4 minus 2, plus 2, and here is minus 2. Clear? So be careful by putting the sign. Now I make 4 terms, you take 2 terms. So take out x common, so you get x plus 2. Take out minus 4 common, then x minus, take out common, so plus, and 4 2 ja 8. 4 2 ja 8. So x plus 2 bracket common, x plus 2, and x here, x plus 2 goes out, so x minus 4. So factorize this way polynomial, I get 2 brackets, and polynomial, we have to find zeros of the polynomial, so you write px equal to 0. And write the value of px this, but this is nothing but, this is nothing but product of 2 brackets. So I direct put x plus 2, better to put this polynomial, better to put these 2 brackets, x plus 2, x minus 4 equal to 0. And product of 2 bracket 0, that means if 0 into bracket is 0, 0 into this bracket is, so that means this bracket must be equal to 0, or you may say x minus 4 equal to 0. So now our aim is to find the value of x. So x equal to plus 2 goes on this side, so minus 2. X equal to minus. So I get 2 values of x, minus 2, if you put here minus 2 in polynomial, then see minus 2 plus 2, 0, 0 into any bracket is 0. If you put minus x equal to, here minus 4 goes on this side, so it becomes plus 4. Don't put here plus sign, only 4. So if you put here 4, then 4 minus 4 becomes 0. Or you may put here 2, here minus 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 into minus 2, so minus minus plus 4 plus 4, 8, 8 minus 8, 0. So wherever you put this value, polynomial becomes 0, and degree is 2, then you get at the most 2 zeros. I have already said in exercise 2.1, it depends upon the polynomial. If quadratic polynomial, then it has at the most 2 zeros. Some polynomial may have only 1 zero, not exist. It depends upon the polynomial, and here I get 2 polynomial. I get 2 zeros. So now answer is what? Answer 1 is 2 zeros are minus 2 and 4. And if I give the name of zeros generally, alpha equal to minus 2, alpha beta are the zero, then I put instead of x I write alpha equal to minus 2, and beta is equal to second zero I give the name beta is equal to 4. So you may give name alpha and beta. They are the general zeros of the polynomial. So you may write x equal to minus 2, x equal to 4, and replace x by alpha, replace x by beta because they are zeros. So value of alpha is minus 2, value of beta is 4. Now second question they have said us, if you find the zero in this way, then you verify the relation of zeros with coefficient of polynomial. So I have already write the coefficient of polynomial. Now second answer, this is the answer 1, zeros of the polynomial. Now second question is verify the relation of zeros with this coefficient. So you have to remember that if alpha and beta are the zeros, then relation is with coefficient is minus b upon a. B means coefficient of x. A means coefficient of a. This is the formula. And you have to verify it is true or not. So I get no alpha equal to what? Minus 2. 1 0 is minus 2 and beta is equal to what? 4. Okay. So I substitute here in left hand side minus 2 plus 4. B means minus 2. A means 1. Minus plus. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 equal to, I get left hand side is equal to right hand side. And I have verified sum of two zeros is nothing but it is minus b. B is also negative. And negative plus minus plus a is 1. So we have verified this relation. Again second relation, product of two zeros. So it is equal to c upon a, that means constant term upon coefficient of x square. So let us verify this. Put alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is 4, and c means minus 8, a means 1. And check whether you get both sides equal or not. See, plus minus 4 to the 8. Minus 8 is equal to minus. So I get again both sides equal. So we have verified relation of zeros with coefficient of polynomial. You have to remember these two formulas for quadratic polynomial. Okay, in example 1 there are 6 this type of polynomials are given. First you have to factorize, find alpha beta, and then you write the formula and you verify left hand side on right hand side they are equal or not. This is the answer, and we have verified the relation between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. At last you have to write one line. First we have verified the relation of zeros with coefficients of the polynomial. If you are right, then you get two sides equal. Clear? And if you have done little mistake in sign, putting sign, then you did not get both sides equal. Okay? So this way I have explained for quadratic polynomial. And in exercise 2.2, all examples are about quadratic polynomial. So we only see towards quadratic polynomial. Then after that, there may be cubic polynomial. And for cubic polynomial, another formula, there are 3 zeros, because degree is 3, so there are 3 zeros, alpha, beta, gamma, and our formulas are also different. So to now, you remember this formula. See, denominator same. See, denominator of both this formula, denominator is A. And here negative sign sum, then there is negative sign minus B upon A. Here positive C upon A. C may be negative, ABC may be positive, negative, they are real numbers. So don't bother about that. And now I take second sum of first example. Polynomial Px is equal to four s square minus 4s plus 1. Now see, can you tell me this is wrong or right? Yes. Here variable they have not written in terms of x. They have written in terms of which variable? S. So here you have to write p of s. So not to write px, but you have to write ps. Here, so be careful. In exercise 2.1, I have already said you if in terms of y polynomial, then you have to write p1, ps. Now factorize this polynomial. So this is equal to this first term in quadratic polynomial, perfect square polynomial. See, this is the square of 2s whole square, and this is last term is 1 square. So it is a perfect square polynomial. So it is the square of which two term? Square root of first term is 2s. Direct. This seems like 25. So you write this way. Make dark. This is s. 2s minus 1. Square root of 1 is, we have studied this type of factorization in standard 8 and 9. So square root of this is 2s, last term is 1, and middle term you check that 2 2 ja 4, 1 ja 4, middle term is minus, so minus 4s you get it. So if you expand this, then you get this or not. First term square is 4s square minus 2 2 ja 4s plus 1. So we get same bracket how many times? 2 times. Same bracket. So I have factorized this polynomial very easily or not? Clear? So now we have to find now zeros of the polynomial. That means you have to find alpha beta. Ps equal to 0. And ps is nothing but what? 2s minus 1. That is equal to 0. And therefore 2s minus 1 equal to 0, or another bracket 2s minus 1 equal to 0. So which value of s if you put, then polynomial becomes 0. So that we have to find. So find s is equal to, take minus 1 on this side, so it becomes plus 1. Understand or not? 2 goes in denominator, so we get s is equal to 1 upon 2. Here also same factorization, so same bracket we obtain s is equal to 1 upon 2. So I get replace s by alpha and another 0 beta. So alpha is nothing but 1 upon 2 and beta is equal to 1 upon 2. Same zeros we obtain. So if you put replace s by 1 upon 2 here, if you want to verify, then if you put here 1 upon 2, then you get 0. Value of polynomial 0. You want to see? 1 upon 2 whole square is 1 upon 4. 4 cancel, so you get 1. 1 minus 4 into 1 upon 4 plus 1. So these 4 cancel. Here you can put 1 upon 2. 1 upon 4, 4 cancel. So you get 1 upon 2, 1 minus 4 into 1 upon 2. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Here 1 upon 2. So 2, 2 is 4. Sorry. Here 1 upon 2. Not a square. So 1 minus 2 plus 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. Yes. So we are right. Clear? So in examination, suppose if you have some doubt, then you whatever 0 you obtain, you put here and you just verify. So here by mistake I have put here 4, but it is s is equal to 1 upon 2. So I put 1 upon 2, 2 to the 4, and 1 plus 1, 2, 2 minus 2. So our answer is right. Zeros, there are 2 zeros and they are same 0. Now we have to, next question is asked that find the relation with coefficient of given polynomial. So let me see the relation. Answer 1 is 1 upon 2, same roots, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, and now verification. So alpha plus beta is equal to, what is the formula? Denominator is A. Therefore, alpha is 1 upon 2. What is the value of P here? Minus 4. A is 4 and C is 1. So B is minus 4. Put in bracket because here already minus 1 minus sign is there. So put in bracket minus 4. What is the value of A? 4. Okay. And half plus half is 1. Minus minus plus. So we get 1 equal to 1. Here also if you put 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, C means 1, A means 4, 1 1 ja 1, 2 2 ja 4. So here also I get left hand side and right hand side equal. Here also left hand side and right hand side equal. So we are correct now. And thus we can write, thus we can say that the relation of zeros with coefficient of polynomials verified. Clear? So this way you have to do 6 sums of example 1. I have solved 2 examples. There are 6. And general step I will say you again. Polynomial is given in quadratic form. Then you have to factorize that polynomial. You get 2 degrees and you get 2 brackets. Sometimes you get only 1 bracket also. Okay, it depends upon the polynomial because at the most 2 degrees and 2 0 or 1 0 or 0 may not be exist. So this way we have to factorize the polynomial and then you have to give the name alpha, beta, whatever you get. 1 0 then you get alpha. You can say alpha. And 2 0 then alpha beta name. 3 0 not possible. Because degree is 2, so at the most you get 2 zeros, not alpha, beta, gamma. It is for cubic polynomial. So now I take third sum of example 1. And polynomial is given px is equal to 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Now see here, degree 2 degree. Here, this term has 2 degree. 1 degree. So terms are not written in standard way. So I write in descending order. So first 6x square and then minus 7x minus 3. See, minus 7x. Don't write plus 7. Constant term minus. So I write 2 degree, 1 degree and 0 degree descending order. And what is the value of A? 6. What is the value of B? Minus 7. C minus 3. They are the coefficients. Now I factorize. In first sum I have done factorizing. This is not perfect square polynomial. So 6 into 3. 6 3 is 18. So minus 18. Product of these two is minus 18. Put plus minus. Factorize this. Make 4 terms of 3 terms. So that product is minus 18 and addition or subtraction must be minus 7. So 18 for 18, 18 1 ja 18, 9 2 ja 18, 2 9 ja 18, 3 6 ja is also 18. Then another possibility, yes, up to this. 18 1 ja, 9 2 ja, 3 6 1, so 6 3 ja. Now I want minus 7. I want minus 7. If you do addition, then you get 9. 9 minus 2 is 7, but 2 minus 9 is minus 7. So, this product is useful to us. Middle term you have to see, you have to take middle term minus 7. So, for that, I put 9 and 2. Bigger number 9, I put at the place of negative sign. Bigger number. Minus 9 plus 2. So, product is minus 18. And minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7 middle term. Now it is easy to make 4 terms. 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Here you may put 2x here and minus no problem. But minus 9x and plus 2x is minus 7. That is the important. If you put here positive and here negative, then you get a little mistake. Okay. So be careful about these two. Replace minus 7x by these two. So I get 4 terms. Make pair of 2 terms. I take these 2 terms, these 2 terms. Take common. 3x common. So 3 2 ja 6x plus minus 3 3 ja 9. X is already outside. Again, here 1 is common. Okay, don't put 0. 1. 1 is here and here. So put 1 common. 2x minus 3. Take out 2x minus 3 common. And 3x plus 1. Clear? So I factorize the polynomial. And now there is 2 degrees and 2 factors at the way. 2, not 3. Now I want to find zeros of this polynomial. So I write px equal to 0. That means product of these two brackets must be equal to 0. Clear? And that means product is 0. That means value of 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 3 goes on this side. X equal to minus 1 upon 3. These two are the zeros of the polynomial. Let alpha equal to 3 by 2. Beta equal to minus 1. And we can verify this by the relation with zeros of this polynomial. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Put this value 3 by 2. Beta is minus 1 upon 3. B, what is the value of B? I have changed in proper way 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So what is the value of B? Minus 7, 6, 3 3 is 9, 9 minus 2, 7 upon 6, but 9. And minus minus plus 7 upon 6. So both sides become equal. Here also put alpha equal to 3 by 2 minus put 2 brackets. Okay. See what is the value of C here. Don't see here. C is constant term minus 3 upon A means 6. 3 2 is 6. and here 3 cancel, so minus 1 upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So both sides become equal, and this is the relation we have verified. So at last you have to write first. We have verified the relation of zeros of polynomial with coefficient of polynomial. In this way, I have completed 3 sums of example 1, and in later on we shall do 4, 5, 6 sums. Same way. Okay, here we have not drawn the graph. If you draw the graph, then here 6 is positive, then you get upper side parabola. Okay, and if 6 is negative, if I put minus sign, then you get downward parabola in graphical. But here we have to factorize this method, and from factorization I find the value of zeros of the polynomial. So now you can do for the more example.